Hello, I've been talking to you about Kajabi this week because there's a really special offer on with Kajabi at the minute, which I'll talk to you about in a second. But I just wanted to show you what Kajabi is. So Kajabi is an all-in-one platform for anybody who's got anything they want to get to market digitally to their audience. So you might be selling courses, you might be an online coach, you might have a podcast, you might have a blog. There are a million things you can do with it, and it allows you to manage all your CRM, so you can see who's coming which way, what they're interested in. You can target market accordingly. You can really create and nurture that customer journey for anything that you might be selling, and you can upsell, or if somebody is not ready to part with a lot of money, you can actually downsell. So if somebody's interested in something, you can downsell it. It automates everything. This is the really important thing that sets Kajabi apart, the automations. So you can literally set up a sales funnel that will work for you in your sleep. Let me show you a little bit of what's available on there. So it's got your website. So you've got all your website and landing pages there. The difference, does anybody know the difference? Basically, your website pages will pick up all your branding. Your landing pages you might use for campaigns. It might be something a bit brighter, splashier. Your navigation bars that across the top where you send people, so that your home, your about pages, that kind of thing. You can set up your blog on there. You can take care of your sales. You can set up checkout. So you might have a course that you might want to sell in different ways. Maybe you want to sell it in different currencies. Maybe some people want to make split payments. Maybe you want to charge sell the same course at three different prices. So in one price might be your basic price, and then for another price that's got maybe some group coaching involved, it could be higher. And then you could have a high ticket offer, your one-to-one offering, which is a higher ticket still. So three different checkouts for one product. Let's have a look at the products here. So you can see courses. These courses are, what you would set up. This is just some dummy data here. I'm not using customer data on here. Same with coaching. You can set up your one-to-one coaching sessions. The difference between courses and coaching is that I've not created any on here, but you can have notes that you share on a one-to-one with your coachee or your cohort. So you might have some private notes that you write about the sessions. They will also have that ability to write their private notes, and then some shared notes and agendas for each meeting. Coaching is normally done live. You can set up a community. If we have a look at the community, I've got my community up here. No, I haven't. I've got my course there. I'll show you that in a second. My community is here. And this is one that I use for anybody that comes through me to get Kajabi. You get a free course, you get a free community, which I'll talk to you about in a second. But you can segregate your community so that only certain groups can see certain things. So you might want to have a free entry community where you pull people in. The advantage over doing this on Facebook, yeah, you can do it on Facebook for free. Facebook then owns your data. Facebook decides to close your account, you've lost a lot. Keep it in your own backyard, so to speak. So you could have that free entry-level community where people have got access to you, they get to see your stuff. And then you could have a paid level of community that you put in more content and more access to you. These are like the little chat rooms within. You can see it's got a very Facebook kind of look and feel to it. And you can have your different chat topics in here. You can have completely different communities. So I could sell this community completely separately to this one here. So that is your community. Your podcasts, you can pull your podcasts straight into here. No need for Buzzsprout or any of the other platforms. And that will feed it straight up to your Apple, your Google, your Spotify. You can have newsletters that you sell, so a bit like the Substack model if you want to have newsletter which you want to sell, you can do that here. And you can also have downloads that you can sell. So if you want to put in a book that you've written or a booklet, you can also put those in free as what we call a lead magnet to pull people in. So there's so much you can do with it. This is going to be a really short video today, but what I do say is this is the perfect tool if you've got anything digital that you want to bring to market, but you might be looking at it and thinking, how on earth would I start? Where would I start? Well, this is where I come in. So I work with lots and lots of different people that work with Kajabi. We've got yoga teachers, occupational therapists, lots of people in healthcare actually, artists, musicians, people who work in corporate even have this to direct to certain target groups who work with big corporates. We'll use it in the sort of coaching capacity and the community capacity because it looks very slick and professional. So what you get in addition to Kajabi if you come through me is you get my training course, which is here. It's an introduction to Kajabi training course where we talk about all the things that you need to do to get going quickly. So how to set up your account, why do you want to use Kajabi, how to find your way around it, and setting up all your foundations. That might be your branding, your contact details, your tax region, that sort of thing. And then setting yourself up to get paid. We just explore the basics. I mean, getting paid is the most important thing you can set it up for, right? And then creating offers and checkouts, going through the customer journey, the user experience, creating your first course, building your audience, creating and designing your website and landing pages, all about sales funnels and building your Kajabi community. So that is free for you. The community is also free for you because what better way to learn than with a bunch of like-minded people who are going through the same journey that you are. And our community meets fortnightly as well. Every 2 weeks, we have a meeting where you've got direct access to me. You can ask any questions that you want to ask about Kajabi or really anything to do with your business, and we address those. And we are just a great community. So if you've been ever thinking about getting Kajabi, do it now. The reason why it's $99 for 3 months. Now that's an absolute steal. Normally you would pay that sort of price per month, or possibly a bit more or a bit less, depending on what you want out of Kajabi. So it's a really, really cost-effective way of diving in, and giving you 3 months, gives you 3 months to grow your products and get your stuff out there and really get that background going. So you must have some income coming in. You do have to pay for your platform, but it's a really good way of doing it, and you'll get all this hand holding and free training. So if you are interested, I will pop my link just below this video, and yeah, click on that link or just DM me if you've got any questions. But the deal closes tomorrow, so get in quick.